Everyone today, once again, welcome. I see a lot of agencies from all around the Seventh Judicial District here today, and it's a great honor that you would come to our city and help us celebrate this important week. So today I would like to discuss with you a topic that is vital to the continued success of our profession. The men and women of law enforcement see things that no other citizen ever sees or experiences. Our men and women respond to shootings, stabbings, suicides, homicides, sexual assaults, and sometimes these crimes involve children and young adults. And when I say men and women, I don't want to forget our civilian staff that may not be on the front lines, but they read and process the reports of these cases. They take in evidence, and they respond as victims advocates. We provide our officers with the best equipment and training. This is meant to protect our officers from physical injury and gives them the ability to protect themselves and our citizens in critical situations. But often I think we forget to provide them with something that will get them through an honorable, rewarding, but hard and challenging career. I'd like to address with you a serious national issue in law enforcement today, and an issue the Montrose Police Department experienced personally in 2007. That issue is officer suicide and the mental health issues that surround our profession. In 2018, 159 officers took their own lives, and that's more than died in the line of duty. Mental health awareness was a topic that was included in every single class at the FBI National Academy that I attended last summer, and the FBI has made it a priority to shed light on this issue. But tackling this issue is much more than just training peer support teams. It's about removing the stigma that asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's why it's our responsibility as law enforcement executives to build a culture of support and trust within our agencies. We need to have these hard conversations with our employees to break down the stigma and fear that taking advantage of services means losing one's career or being labeled as weak. In fact, I believe that asking for help is one of the most courageous things our men and women can do.
Good morning, I'm Gene Lillard, Montrose County Sheriff. Welcome dignitaries, family members, friends, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, we are that for sure. I look around and see familiar faces. I see my brothers and sisters in uniform and in civilian attire. You are here to support and honor law enforcement, past, present, and future. You are part of the thin blue line. Whether you're on patrol or any form of support for law enforcement. Our community has always had our six. Montrose Reserve Officer Larry McMaster shot and killed on a disturbance at a downtown bar in April of 1983. Officer Steve Keep seriously wounded on the same call. Montrose Sergeant David Kinnerknick, July 2009, shot and killed in the line of duty. Officer Larry Whitty and Officer Rod Ragsdale seriously wounded in the same domestic violence call. Montrose County Sheriff's Deputy Corey Larson shot and wounded at yet another domestic violence call. Our community has always given support of faith and in many other ways to make our job easier. Our deputies, officers, troopers, agents, dispatchers, and support staff have always pulled together in the face of these tragedies. We as law enforcement will always maintain the thin blue line and protect our citizens and our Constitution. It's with great pride that we take the oath, wear the badge, and do the job to the best of our ability. I'd like to finish with a poem written by fellow law enforcement officer Lieutenant Dan Marcoux. This is Messages from a Fallen Officer. To my partner, you did all that you could. I fell and you stood. You know, sadness was never my style. Those were the cards that we drew. Nothing else more to do, except remember me, friend, with a smile. To my spouse, don't think me gone, but away, though I wish I could stay. I'm not there, but our love did not end. We had faith, we had love, sure as God is above. I feel your love from here that you send. To my children, I know for you it is hard to be alone in the yard, in that place where we laughed and we played. My girl, my boy, know you will still give me joy. Live your life as I did, unafraid. To officers that are left behind, each day you hit the street to cover your beat. Prepare for the dangers you face. Train hard, wear your vest. You'll be put to the test. Each day with your family embrace. To the criminals, now that I'm here and God's plan is so clear, to you there is but one thing to say. You steal, you rape, and kill, and abuse your free will. Your time will come when there's hell to pay. To all, I seem gone from you now, but I know that somehow we will reunite in another place. For the good, they die young, is a song often sung. But this verse is flawed on its face. You see, the good don't die young, but instead they live on, in memories in many a heart. The good that you do does not die when you do. For the good's death, not an end, but a start. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our next speaker is our District Attorney, Dan Hotzenpiller.
Thank you, Sheriff Lillard. Good morning, all. It is phenomenal and fantastic that we have representatives here, not just from the Seventh Judicial District, but all across our state. We have representatives from the Attorney General's office. We have representatives from our post event. We have the U.S. Attorney's office. And of course, we have so many of our retired and active law enforcement here. It's tremendous to see this kind of a turnout. Chief Hall did me the honor of asking me to speak this morning, and he asked me to talk about commitment, your commitment to serve. And I puzzled about what that means and why are we here today, because we're here today to reflect. We're here today to reflect on loss, to reflect on great loss, the loss of fellow officers who served across the Western Slope.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Norris and I will read the proclamation that the City Council approved about a week or so ago for the National Police Week, May 12 through the 18th, 2019. Whereas the Congress and President of the United States have designated May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week of May 12th through the 18th, 2019, National Police Week, and
whereas the members of the law enforcement agencies of the City of Montrose, the Town of Olathe, and Montrose County play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of the citizens, and
whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the problems, duties, and responsibilities of their law enforcement agencies, and that members of our law enforcement agencies recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, by protecting them against violence or disorder, and protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression or intimidation, and
whereas the Montrose Police Department, Olathe Police Department, and Montrose County Sheriff's Office have grown to be modern and professional law enforcement agencies which unceasingly provide vital public service.
now therefore, we, the Montrose City Council and Montrose County Commissioners, call upon all citizens and patriotic, civil, and educational organizations to observe the week of May 12th through May 18th, 2019 as Police Week, with appropriate ceremonies in which all of our people may join in commemorating our police officers, past and present, who by their faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities have rendered a dedicated service to their communities, and in doing so have established for themselves an enviable and enduring reputation for preserving the rights and security of all citizens.
We further call upon all citizens of the City of Montrose and Montrose County to observe Wednesday, May 15th, 2019 as Peace Officers Memorial Day in honor of those peace officers who, through their courageous deeds, have lost their lives or have become disabled in performance of duty. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I'm going to read a list of our region's fallen brothers. Reserve Officer Larry McMaster, 1983, Montrose Police Department. Sergeant David Kinnerconnect, 2009, Montrose Police Department. Officer Steve Hensley, 1973, Delta Police Department. Marshal Charles Pedley, 1928, Delta Police Department. Officer Jason Manspeaker, 2001, Colorado State Patrol. Officer Dale Claxton, 1998, Cortez Police Department. Sheriff Roger Coursey, 1994, Hinsdale County Sheriff's Department. Deputy Sheriff Willis Davis, 1924, Delta County Sheriff's Department. Marshal John A. Stitt, 1952, Paonia Police Department. Deputy Edward Innes, 1906, Mesa County Sheriff's Office. And Deputy Sheriff Derek Year, 2016, also from the Mesa County Sheriff's Office. A moment of silence. Thank you.
Detail, attend, hut, port arm, half right, face, ready, fire, ready, fire, ready, fire, port arm, half left, face, order, arm. Detail, order, arm. Detail, attend, hut! Port arms! Detail, dismissed.